9191. Or say if you go now Radio Democracy Facebook page. The program now me the show it come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the program now we will look at the first issue. The consultants for the Monitoring and Evaluation Organizational Assessment Report, TTC, the Monitoring and Evaluation Organization Assessment Report show say plenty institutions they not get monitoring and evaluation units. In talk, this is our validation engagement where Human Resource Management Office, Public Sector Commission, and other one then gets under the EU governance program where then be validates the monitoring and evaluation, organizational assessment report and training tools for civil service reform institution them. The reporter must stand Swai gets Menguna reports.
One of the key area them under the European Union governance program now for improve efficiency and effectiveness of public service delivery in a salon. Where this means say EU they support governments with technical assistance and other thing them where this make they don't do one monitoring and evaluation organizational assessment reports and training tools for civil service reform institution them as we for know the status of monitoring and evaluation system na the country. Now for sake of this make they don't get one validation engagement with Human Resource Management Office, Public Service Commission, and other body them who said they will talk about this assessment report. Ansu Samuel Toka, the Director General for Human Resource Management Office, talk more about within this engagement debate.
In 2023, the EU through its technical assistance team contracted the services of a consultant to conduct a comprehensive organizational assessment of the M&E reform system in reform institutions and to develop a training plan or curriculum for key reform institutions in the civil service, in particular the Human Resource Management Office and the Public Service Commission. Consultant has done her report, and as a matter of procedure, the team has conducted meetings in 4 regions in the provinces with stakeholders to validate this report. Today's validation, as you know, is for the Western region, in which regard you have been carefully selected to participate.
Ansu Samuel Toka on say governments don't put things in place for improve monitoring and evaluation system na the country.
If we have a robust M&E system, it will obtain credible data and information required for the formulation and implementation of development plans that will enable government and its development partners to track their implementation progress and ascertain the extent to which development goals and set targets have been met. Government, however, has taken some concrete steps in addressing the long absence of clear national direction and framework to inform the proper harmonization and coordination of M&E functions in the public service by the establishment of the National Monitoring and Evaluation Agency, which has the primary responsibility, and I quote, to create national institutional framework for the monitoring and evaluation of public sector development projects.
But what's not the importance of this assessment? The consultant for this assessment, Titi Muvonzi, explained.
We needed to have an understanding of the status quo in terms of monitoring and evaluation in the civil service and the public service. We needed to understand the current systems and arrangements and what is in place, the quality of the M&E system, the infrastructure, the human resources, the financing. This all is critical so that if support is to be provided, it addresses the real needs of the monitoring and evaluation in the public and civil service.
Titi Mufonzi on talk about some of the things them were then found out during this assessment.
We saw that we do not have M&E units in most institutions. In some institutions we have focal points, but the focal person might be reporting to a non-M&E supervisor. So we have other institutions that are well structured that have M&E units, but the 6 I told you, the one that is more, the ones we witnessed to have M&E units are like Namia and Moped.
City Muvomzi end up say after this validation engagement, they will come up with monitoring and evaluation framework for public and civil institutions in the country. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mastan Soare, the report.
The program now made a show they come to a live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Yourself can be part of the program by way of sending comments or text message to the number 0779191 or self you go now Radio Democracy Facebook page. We will continue for look at more issues inside the program. The Director of Tourism at the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, Mohamed Jallo, say because of the awareness where the ministry don't they give about tourism at the country, make the tourism sector able to get 100% increase per job creation from 2022 to 2023. Mohamed Jallo talked this since I want tourism media engagement for give updates but to the public but the plan where the ministry gets for celebrate the World Tourism Day with the theme Tourism and Peace. Jaffa Mans Davis gets more and gonna report.
September 27 every year, now the date where country and the world can celebrate the World Tourism Day. Also, they can get awareness about tourism to people and look inside the work the way they don't do for develop tourism with solution to think the way they embark tourism developments in the country them. As this date, notify again, make the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs engage the media for update the public, but then plan for celebrate this day in Salon. Mohamed Jallo, now the Director of Tourism at this ministry, he explain more.
This year is a unique year because the theme for this year is one that resonates with the international crisis that we are faced with, which is tourism and peace. We know the growing international crisis, the domestic crisis, but not only that, it resonates with our presidency at the UN, wherein the theme was maintaining peace and security. So this year, we want to see how we can highlight the importance of tourism in harnessing peace, in harnessing resilience, and non-violence resolution to conflict.
But how the ministry plan for put this theme for the celebration to reality? Director Mohamed Jallo again.
And we have lined up activities for the entire month. Well, some of those activities include quiz, debate competitions, we'll have peace festivals, peace tour, we'll visit the museum, the Peace Museum, and of course, we'll also use this as an opportunity to annex it with the Tourism for All campaign. So the theme for this month is Multiply Effect, to see also how we can work with other MDs to ensure that we create an enabling environment for entrepreneurs, for women, for youth.
This statement make her ask the ministry but how they go assess tourism awareness to the people ahead of this day in Salon. And at this, now been the director in respond.
We are observing increased visitation. You see more facilities are coming up. There are more restaurants. You can attest to the fact. There are more clubs, nightclubs. There are more hotels coming up. And there are more visitation. There is more business. Between 2022 to 2023, we created about 100% employment. Increase in employment. So it's because of the awareness. People know that this sector is a viable sector. Now, even when you go to the schools, they are offering more tourism and hospitality management today. Across all universities, more students are going in. Before, people don't want to do it, but not today.
As peace promotion, now the focus of this year's celebration, the Independent Commission for Peace and National Cohesion, now one institution where the tourism ministry they partner with for do this work. With this, make the senior conflict prevention manager in this commission, James Tambature, talk about how the tourism team relates to the peace promotion activity for this month.
The senior management have asked me to convey that we are actively ready to work with you in celebrating this UN
change, renewable energy and food security. They make the welcome statements during this engagement. The World Food Programme, WFP, Food and Agricultural Organization, a development partner them with the Epsilon, now the area of agriculture. We able to talk now this program. The WFP representative Yvonne Fossin say country they spend plenty copper for bringing them for each now the country. We make them work with government, farmers for improve the agriculture sector and support the government of Salon for fight against hunger in the country.
We believe that our comparative advantage lies in our extensive community presence. And that is why WFP support 10,000 smallholder farmers in increasing their production of a variety of commodities. And that is why WFP is investing in 10 large rice milling and polishing machines. And that is why WFP purchased 1,000 metric tons of rice and beans and injected invested almost $1 million into the hands of low-income farmers.
Na global panel on agriculture and food system for nutrition. Na Irish organization, we support the Office of the Presidential Initiative on Climate Change, Renewable Energy and Food Security for the 2 days meeting on food system resilience and transformation na Salone through the Irish Embassy. Aidan Fitzpatrick, na the Irish ambassador to Salone, been talk about the commitment for support the agriculture sector and the food system resilience program na the country.
We're very proud to support Global, but they chose 3 countries, Malawi, Ethiopia and Sierra Leone. And they wanted to work intensively with these 3 countries to come up with the best way forward to develop a resilient agricultural system. One of the things I love about Sierra Leone is that willingness to learn and share the experience today, but also to go out globally and take the best lessons and come back with relearning and translate it then at country level.
Dr. Enrique Musakbaka, na the Minister of Agriculture, Forestry and Food Security, begin for talk about the impact of farming on climate change and climate change on agriculture.
Very stark numbers that we now know at the global level, where 90% of deforestation can be attributed to what we do in agriculture or the food system, where 60% of biodiversity loss can be attributed to agriculture, where 30% of greenhouse gas emissions and 70% fresh water loss. The effect and the impact of those things happen to really impact us, and we are at the brunt of that.
According to Dr. Packer, bad road and other factors them, and some pan the reason them